Good evening, and thank you all for coming out tonight to support our wonderful instrumental music programs here at Libertyville High School in the first of our 2 spring concerts. My name is Adam Gore. I'm the director of bands here at LHS. You heard first from our percussion ensemble with a little bit of a preview show there, and then the string quartet, the string project, the fabulous string quartet. We're going to bring out next a student teacher who's been working with us in the bands all semester to conduct the percussion ensemble through their first tune. So please welcome to the stage Ms. Kate Sanger and the percussion ensemble. Stage change in as many pieces. I promise there won't be this many the rest of the concert. We're going to bring out our symphonic band. Symphonic band and percussion ensemble meet the same period. Sometimes they rehearse together to prepare pieces like the ones you're about to hear, and sometimes they rehearse separately to do percussion ensemble tunes and for the winds to work on their individual techniques. As we bring them out, we're going to bring out Ms. Sanger again to feature on the next piece, to conduct the next piece, a wonderful tune by an Illinois composer who's now living in Florida, but he was an Illinois composer for many years, Robert Sheldon, a great piece called Choreography. Speaking of choreography, we have a number of wonderful spring performances in our fine arts department. I referenced before our next concert coming up next week. It'll feature our symphony and chamber orchestras as well as our wind ensemble. We'll have our choir concert in a couple of weeks, and then our fabulous Orchestra show as well to round out our year. So, choreography, that's the tie-in, Orchestra, dance, Never mind. I also want to give a shout out to a young man who's walking in a sling right now. You can see the tuba on the stand back there. Normally we don't do that, but John broke his collarbone earlier and is managing to one-hand it with the tuba back there. So good job, John. Way to hang tough. Yeah. All right. A little bit of the limelight goes a long way, right? No, we'll go ahead and let them grab a tuning pitch real quick here. And then we will bring out Miss Singer once again for Robert Sheldon's choreography. Here is the Symphonic Band and Percussion Ensemble.
Good evening. My name is Dustin Hovey. I'm the Fine Arts Department Chair and one of the directors of this fine ensemble. This is our spring concert, so we want to recognize two seniors that have been awesome at the last 4 years, and they are both in the percussion section. Lucas Drozd, give a wave right there. And way in the back, Michael Liu on the marimba. Thank you so much, guys, for your awesome work. All right, we'll give the percussion just a few more seconds to get ready for this last piece, and this is John Mackey's Undertow.
Florida's Symphonic Band and Percussion Ensemble. Next up, we've got our concert orchestra under the direction of our fabulous orchestra director, Mr. Jeremy Marino. They'll be up here in just a moment. We're doing another quick adjustment of chairs and stands since bands and orchestras set up just a little bit differently. While we're at that, I'd like to draw your attention. These fabulous auditorium seats that you are sitting in, many of them have little plaques on the hands or the armrests of them. You too, and you'll see dedications on a lot of those plaques. That's a service of our wonderful fine arts support team. We're fast. There's a QR code in your program. If you're interested, you can dedicate one of these auditorium seats as well and leave a permanent mark here on the LHS auditorium in memory of your students' time here, or a favorite piece or ensemble or theater show or director. I don't think there's one out there with my name on it yet, just saying. But if you'd like to do that, that's one of the many things that FAST does to help support our groups. I know that both our Symphonic Band and Symphonic Winds got to work with a couple of fabulous clinicians, Dr. Craig Perret from the DePauw University in Greencastle, Indiana, and Dr. Scott Edgar from Lake Forest College as part of FAST program to bring in clinicians to work with the different groups. So they do a lot of great things for all of our fine arts organizations, whether it be music, visual art, dance, or drama. And they're a great group to get associated with. They have a table out in the lobby. Please consider supporting them. All right, looks like concert orchestra is all set up, so I will be quiet now and turn it over to Mr. Marino.
I don't see a mic, so I'm just going to go over there. Thank you so much for coming. Concert Orchestra has been such a great joy over the year to work with them. I have these awards, and I don't have a band quit, but this is because there's no cool name that can go along with that orchestra quit. Orchestra band can't make it work, so we just do it here real quick. I have 2 awards, and the actual physical awards are still coming, so I'll just explain them. It's the plaque, and it'll be in the orchestra room. And I found them a few years ago from when they went back many, many years. I thought, I got to bring this back. This is great. One is the Strolling Strings Award, because we used to have strolling strings. If you don't know what strolling strings are, just imagine people playing strings and they're walking around and they have red sequin cummerbunds and ties. And so that was thankfully before my time, and that faded away. And kids were less excited about playing with red sequin cummerbunds. But we turned that into kind of an after-school string, so now it's called the String Project, and that's kind of what you saw at the beginning of the concert. And so that award for the person kind of contributing to that, and this person you saw is multi-talented, and it was the only way that could really happen with that group is because he was willing to switch over and play viola, even though he's a fantastic violin player, as you have heard. So the String Project, or the Strolling Strings Award, and we will dress him up in a red cummerbund and bow tie and take a picture with him. Oh, that's a great idea, actually. And that's going to go to Jonas Skinner. Award, and the Concert Orchestra here for many years has been the Freshman Awards, and this has gone to the freshmen. And for this year, for all of her fantastic work, I mean, there's so many, as you heard, there's just so many great kids in here, so this is by no means, it was a very hard selection, and by no means a diss on people who weren't selected. But I just thought she's been just a true pillar and just a foundation. And so the award for Concert Orchestra for all of her work in contributing to the success of the group is going to go to Lauren. No red cummerbund involved, sorry. We're going to finish off with, you heard 2 kind of late romantic pieces by the Dvorak and Brahms, and we're going to finish with something new by Sunhi Newbold. This is Orion, and the Scorpion has a lot of cool colors, a lot of different sounds, a lot more rhythmic kind of variety happening here. So please enjoy this, and thank you again for coming.
Okay, we're going to do another quick stage change. My name is Matt Karnstedt. I'm one of the music teachers here, and I have the pleasure of conducting the next group, the Symphonic Winds, along with our student teacher, Ms. Sanger, and also Mr. Halby and Mr. Brewer on occasion. Just a couple of things as we do this stage change. If those of you that have perhaps younger siblings out in the audience, we have a great series of summer camps that happen here at LHS, taught by LHS faculty and middle school faculty from our feeder districts. Those dates are all in the program, starting off with jazz camp and orchestra camp. That is kind of the first week after we are done with school. And then later on with summer marching band camp and then summer band camp. So a couple of cool events. Also, this particular program that you're going to hear from the Symphonic Winds, we have a very traditional band tune, but then after that, you may have noticed these projectors that are sitting in the audience. We have one tune, that's going to be our second tune, called Suspended in a Sunbeam, that is all about the James Webb Telescope, so you're going to see some cool images and things up on whatever they call this thing. And then our last piece of the evening will have some lighting effects and things like that as well. So I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Sanger again and the Symphonic Winds.
All right, yeah, that was Joni Green suspended in a sunbeam. Some really cool imagery from the James Webb Space Telescope up there, going along with the composer. Before we go to our last tune with Mr. Karnstedt, first of all, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank all of the wonderful people that helped put this together. You've seen a lot of our music department tonight, but Dr. Jeff Brown, who's not here, also does a great job with our choral groups. Come check them out later. And as I've said before, the wonderful parents of FAST, but for every single parent in the room, and I say this often, but I can't say it enough, that the community of Libertyville, I should have put that in the program, Mr. Karnstedt, was recently named by the National Association of Music Merchants, District 128 and District 70, Highland, our center school, were named best communities for music education in the state of Illinois, and actually across the whole country, which is pretty phenomenal. Congratulations. And that's not just the great music making that happens both here at LHS and our center schools. That is very much a function of the work that each and every one of you put in to help make that a great place, to help make this community a great place to make music and to raise musicians. And so I want to thank, on behalf of the entire music department staff, I want to thank you all for the great work that you do for that. So thank you very much. Before we go to our last tune, we do need to recognize we have some seniors in here who will be performing their last home concert with us, which is always a little bittersweet, especially for this class. These are my folks who started off their freshman year signing up for high school band online and doing band in a box, staring at each other through Zoom. And this is a wonderful thing. Band is a wonderful thing. It is not meant to happen through a computer. It is meant to happen live and in person, and coming back to it that first year was great. But we want to thank this very special group of seniors, and we're going to recognize them by name. We've got quite a few in here, so please hold your applause until the last one. I'm going to go section by section, so let me see so I don't forget anybody. I've got my program out here. All right, in our flute section we have, please stand up when I call your name. We have Ruth Anderson and Lauren Hiltz. In our saxophone section, Sam Racine and Lauren Parker. In our trumpet section, Izzy Lopez and Ben Mogg. In our trombone section, Alex Clark and Ronnie Leonard. And in our low brass section, we have Abishai Jalati, Eric Vu, and Tarun Mova. So let's give your band class, Symphonic Winds Class of 2024, a big hand. Really going to miss you guys. Thank you for all of your great work. I'm going to turn things over to Mr. Karnstedt, who's going to close it out with a really cool piece by Alex Shapiro called Paper Cut. No, Lights Out. Paper Cut was 2 years ago. At least it was the same composer.